Okay, so we're here once again, kind of, in Mining Simulator 1. It's been a very long time since we've actually been in this game, but for today's video, what we're going to do is go over all of the Mining Simulator 1 features that aren't currently in Mining Simulator 2, but really should be added, because there's a couple things in this game that I think are absolutely amazing and extremely fun. So yeah, let's just kind of get straight into it and go over some of these features. Now, as you can see on this left hand side, it more or less looks the same. Like there's the codes, there's the rebirthing, the trading's kind of like moved places and stuff, as well as some of the settings. But overall, this game looks fairly similar in terms of its UI. Now, there's one thing that you may notice, and that is this thing down here, which are rebirth tokens instead of gems. Now, they work the exact same way. I think this hopefully might have a rebirth shop in it. Yeah, as you can see, there is still a rebirth shop in here. Now, the thing is about the rebirth shop in this game is that it doesn't just have like the crates, the backpacks and the tools. It actually has some pets in here as well, which I think could be a really nice way to spend some gems in the future. So as you can see, for 4,250 rebirth tokens, you can get this Pegasus, which is pretty cool. You can get legendary hat crates, you can get legendary skin crates, legendary eggs, which we'll go into a little bit later on, accessories, trails as well, mythical eggs, mythical, like all sorts of just random crazy things. You can get super XL clout glasses and all sorts of like different backpacks and stuff. So overall, the rebirth shop in this game is actually fairly similar. There is also, as you can see, the explosives and stuff, which are also look pretty cool looking. But yeah, really overall, I feel like the rebirth store in this game is just way more fun to play with, for the simple fact that there is pets in here to actually get. There's also these crates, which we will go on to a little bit later. And yeah, overall, I hope they do actually start adding just maybe like 1 or 2 pets, some limited pets that you can add to the rebirth shop, just to kind of like have something in there to buy with gems and things, which I think will be really, really nice. So yeah, hopefully that does get added. Now, you may have seen just a minute ago those crates, and you can see right now in the inventory it's not just pets, but it's all sorts of different things. Now, in the current game, you do actually have the tools and the backpack skins all in one. Now, the only reason why this is different is just so you can equip them in different places in here. But overall, they all do like the same thing. Some legendary ones have some traits, I think, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly the mythical ones in here. Now, you may also note that there is a difference in this game where it's not just legendary skins, but it's also mythical skins in here as well, which is actually the same for the pets. Now, I know currently in Mining Simulator 2, there is secrets and ancients, so there's not really much of a place for these mythicals to go. However, for something like the Ampiel, which was actually wanting 400,000 for a tier 4 legendary, they can instead maybe call that a mythical, just to add in a new rarity, just to make it a little bit more fun. And I think overall, having a new rarity in the game for like not just like insane rarities like 1 in 80 million, but just something a little bit more gettable for like 1 in 100,000 to like 1 in 500,000 or something like that, will be pretty good. But whilst we're getting sidetracked, let's go back into the inventory. Now, the main thing about this is the crates. There's a ton of different crates in this game. There is the usual skin crates, there's actually these hat crates, and there's the accessory crates as well. Now, the usual skin crates all do the same thing. It's just genuine, like you just open it and you get a skin. Nothing really too crazy about it, works the same way. And there's also these hat crates as well, which I think really should be added into the game in some way, shape or form. Now, it doesn't have to be in terms of this crate, but as you can see, these hats here are really, really cool. They give you some extra mining power, such as ×2 mining power there, ×2 on the ores as well, and the mining speed and all sorts of different things, which I think is really cool. Now, in this game, instead of it being basically just like the world currency and then like the mining power and all that kind of stuff in the current game, you have the mining power, which works the exact same way, plus 600 there, fairly simple. You do also have the ore value as well. Now, basically what this means is that the stone doesn't have any value increased by this hat. However, the ore actually gets increased by 2.3 times value, which is pretty good. Now, I know in this game as well, adding 2.3 times value onto an ore will drastically increase like its value and stuff. So maybe there could be like a different way they could twist it around and stuff. And again, the mining speed also works fairly similar in this game. So yeah, overall I think hats or just accessories overall could be added in some way, shape or form. Maybe through a crate, maybe it could be like something you have to mine for or something, but overall just a nice thing to actually grind for. Another thing as well is the accessories. Now what this is basically hats for your pet. Now this was already in this game and the Bubblegum Simulator as well, so I don't really see why this couldn't be added into Mining Simulator 2. It could be really fun, just having some like fire horns sticking out of your captain's curse. I think would be really fun. As you can see, again, they do all the usual stuff: mining speed, ore value, and the mining power. It's just something extra to grind for, something else to kind of like look out for, just to basically make the game a little bit more fun. These things were really fun to try and hatch for, and again, these do have the mythical rarities. So again, in case you don't want to add a mythical pet rarity, just add a mythical hat, skin, accessory rarity basically, just again to make it a little bit more fun. These things are already fairly difficult to actually get in this game. If we do go to the crates real quick, and we have a mythical accessory crate down here actually, which just gives you a mythical one for free, which is pretty good. And again, we could actually see something like a legendary skin crate, which gets all this legendary skins currently in the game, puts them all together in one crate, and just lets you hatch them all basically, which I think would be pretty cool. So honestly, crates in this game really do have the advantage overall. As you can see as well, we do actually have a ton of these actual duped. We literally have like 900, I think that's like 90 million Halloween crates, which again have some really fun stuff in there, and would be really nice to get some new theme stuff. I know we've had some themed skins with the Patriot crate, but again, it's just going to be a really nice way to have some more themed stuff in this game. And another thing as well, as you can see, you can actually only equip one pet at a time. Right now, as you can see, we do have this shiny Christmas Reaper, which does seem to be a little bit broken, but as you can see, it does actually have the fire horns accessory and these little googly glasses. It is a shiny level 10 as well. I'm pretty sure this is like the best pet in the game. For some reason it is broken, I'm not really too sure why. But yeah, you can only actually equip one pet in this game, and if we do actually have a look at its stats real quick without the game lagging, it's very strong. It actually does times on the mining power instead of plus. So usually in Mining Simulator you actually have like 30 plus, like 30,000 plus mining power, so it actually adds on to your increase instead of actually like just timesing it. However, in this game, because you only have one pet, it actually times it, and this one does 7.5 times mining power, which is very strong. It also does a massive amount of stats on the mining speed and the ore value as well. So yeah, again, in this game, pets are actually pretty cool. And another really cool thing about this game, which I've already made a video on, I know a lot of people did end up disagreeing, but I don't think people quite got the memo of the video, but that is actually the eggs in this game. So instead of like AFK hatching, you can actually use these eggs like so, and what you do is you just kind of mine through, and as you can see, with every like block you mine, you get like an added total. Depending on how much the block does, you can actually get more. And I need to actually go to a different world real quick to kind of like show this off. For some reason I don't know why it's broken like that, but we'll go to the Crystal Cavern because I think this is like the best world I can go into right now. But yeah, basically when you are mining with these things, as you can see it's over there still for some reason, you'll notice in a moment, if we do fall down this hole, you'll notice in a moment down in like the bottom hand corner, if the mining actually works in this game. For some reason again as well in this game, it really does not like to mine. But basically when you are mining in this game, when you actually can actually do some mining and stuff, over time those pets do actually get hatched, which is pretty cool. And instead of it being, where's the egg gone? Yeah, but basically in this game, what actually happens when you're mining is that it will kind of like add into that egg, and then it will get hatched from the amount that you actually mine, which I think would be a really good way of actually adding in the accessories. Maybe give you some crates that you can equip, and you have to do a certain amount of mining to actually unlock that crate, which I think would be a really good thing. And depending on how much maybe like you can charge it up by, maybe then you get like a better version of that crate or something. I'm not too sure, but I think overall the eggs in this game really do have a need to be in Mining Simulator 2 just to have a reason to mine. Now again, I'm not really too sure why this game's fully broken right now. Maybe the game got broken by Roblox updates. But yeah, overall I think it's just a really good thing just to kind of, you know, bring in some reason to actually do some mining. Now another thing as well is that each world has its own quests. Now as you can see, Isaac is actually stood over here himself. So for this quest I actually need to do 24 more rebirths, and I think somewhere you can actually see, down here you can actually see the quests. So these are all the different islands I have unlocked right now. So we have Miner Mike, which I'm pretty sure is like from the standard world, who's asking us to hatch 1 common egg. We have Spaceman Steve, we need to get 6 more iron from there. Adventure Alan, we need to get 7 more black onyx, or 8 onyx, or whatever it is. Scuba Sam wants to get quite a lot of the different ores from there. So overall, I think the quests in this game really do have a really nice touch to them. Now I know there's not really much you can do in the current game with the Gem Genie, but I think just this list alone, this UI right here, is something that really does need to be added into the game, just so we can see our progress whilst we're actually in the mine for the Gem Genie, instead of having to go back and forth all the time. So hopefully just this UI alone does get added, which I think would be really cool. Now again, another thing in this game is the fact that each shop, again, very similar, each shop does have its own like kind of tools and stuff, and this one right here only has like just the one. And again, the mythical scythe in this game is basically the Omega scythe in the current game, costs a ton of Robux. But another thing as well is that there's actually different versions. So as you can see, there's a watered down version called the Shadow Sickle. There's also this thing called the Light Pack, which actually gives you quite a lot of things. As you can see, it gives you a sword, it actually gives you a pet as well, the mythical Light Popper, as well as the mythical Light Dominus, which is a hat. And you can unlock this with either like nearly 2,000 Robux, or you can actually play the game, go through it and get 35,000 rebirth tokens to actually unlock that, which is really cool. I'm not too sure if that's the same for everything. Nah, it's not the same for everything, but it is the same for that light pack. So I think adding in some packs where you can like either grind for it with like your gems or something, or maybe unlock it with Robux, I think that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, just some things in this game that are really cool. But I think the main thing that needs to be added is these cosmetic stuff. The hats need to be added, the accessories, and the trails as well. These trails are really cool. We'll go ahead and just buy like 100 of these crates, because why not? We can afford it. I'm not too sure if I actually have enough of these crates, or maybe I already had some. I already had some of these crates. But yeah, again, these crates are really cool. Just some more random things. Right now in the game, there's no trails whatsoever. So this one could be 100% added. I don't think I have a trail equipped as of right now. So let's just quickly go down and we'll get this. Again, this one has stats as well, so more ways of getting stats. But yeah, as you can see, just something really simple, which could really add something new and nice to the game alongside the current crates. So yeah, honestly, really simple things from this game that could be added into Mining Simulator 2 just to make it a little bit more fun. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.